Welcome, friends, to this fourth and last day morning session. I'm very happy to see all of you again, and also the newcomers who are going to have personal interview with me today. The idea of these meetings here was to enable me, as an old satsangi and old disciple of great master Baba Sawan Singh, to come and share some of the experiences I have had with Baba Sawan Singh. This is being done expressly with his consent and with his power and as a seva to him. This is my seva for him, and it is no more than that. And do not think there is anything else other than seva for my master in sharing these experiences with you. When you are found by a master, doubts come into the head. Although there is an impact on us, sometimes immediate impact, when we see a master, the doubt comes and reduces that impact of seeing a master. So after that, the mind tries to control and takes time for us to overcome the doubt of the mind. This is natural. Nothing to worry. Mind's capacity to doubt, mind's capability of doubting is built into it. You cannot say, oh, my mind is terrible. All minds are terrible. The minds have been put in here into our consciousness so that we can enjoy the creation around us, to make the creation as real as possible. We have come here from our true home not to suffer. We have come here to see a new kind of experience we did not have at home. What is the new experience we are having here which we never had in Sachkhand? In Sachkhand, there was no duality. There were no pairs of opposites. There was only one single state of bliss, single state of extreme joy, extreme bliss, in which we lived as souls. But to understand what extreme bliss is, the nature of consciousness is such, it wants to see, can there be something opposite to it? This creation is a result of that nature of consciousness. To see, is there something which can make us feel that what we have is so great? If we have only what is great, we have nothing to compare with. Is there something that we can compare this bliss that we have with something other than this? We don't have anything in reality. Nothing really exists which can be the opposite of the bliss and joy we have automatically in eternity forever in our true home in Sachkhand. Therefore, in order to enhance the experience of what we already have, the consciousness generated an opposite experience merely through the power of its own conscious self. What is consciousness? It is a power that can be conscious of whatever it wants to be. The will of consciousness, the strongest will, that consciousness says, I want to be conscious of this, it becomes conscious. And we call it creation. Creation is nothing more than the expression of consciousness, what to be conscious of, what to be aware of. That is why this world, in all its forms, has come up to enable us to enhance our own experience of our true home and true eternal state of being. This is temporary. That is permanent. We did create a permanent opposition, a temporary experience, so that we can enhance our experience of the permanent. How was this created? Very beautifully done. If an artist can look at it, he will say, I've never seen a greater artwork than the way consciousness generated an opposite to experience a higher part of itself. The artwork by which it has been created is remarkable. How did it do? It was single, one consciousness. Not correct what I've just said. When I say single, automatically mind says there can be double. When I say one, it means there can be more than one. Both wrong. It's a state of being in which you can neither say one, nor many, nor anything. There are no words to describe the state of consciousness as it is. And that's what we are. But in order to generate the experience of the one and the many, the consciousness divided itself within itself into the many. I hold in my hand a glass of water. One glass of water. What does it contain? Water. How many drops? Oh, we didn't think of drops to start with. We said one glass of water. But now I can look at it differently. I can say it has got lots of drops of water all put together. Same glass, same water. Souls are part of totality like this. They are always part of totality, have never been separated, but they experience like they are drops within totality. What is a soul? A soul is merely a drop in totality. If totality is an ocean, all the drops in it are drops of consciousness in totality. I'm trying to explain as a concept because there's no other way to explain it. This is all being explained so a mind can understand and the soul can feel. Soul can feel what I'm saying, the mind can understand what I'm saying. That's why I'm using this analogy. When I was very young, an old satsangi told me, "Do you know what Sant Mat is?" I said, "Not much. I know it is the mat of the sons. That means it is the path of the masters. That's all I have heard." They said, "No, it is a long journey. It's a journey of the soul from here back to where it came from. It's a very long journey. We have to go through many long stages. From here we have to travel to another world called this astral world. We have to change our body from asthul sharir to suksham sharir, from physical body to astral body. A long trip to make. Then we make second trip even further wide. Then we have to go further up. Ultimately we will realize who we are in Par Brahm, beyond the causal state, beyond the mind. Then we discover who we are. Then we search for a home. We are souls, where are we here? Then there is great darkness there, Bawar Gufa, a revolving darkness. You can't go through it. Somebody with big light has to come. Put those big flashlights, they have power of 1,000,000 suns. Then you go through it. Very difficult. I said, then what do we end up with? He says, you are like a drop of water from the ocean, separated from the ocean for millions of years. You have to go through this whole journey back so that you can merge in the ocean. That is how Sant Mata described to me. And I had probably a more active brain at that time than I have now. And I actively thought over it. I am a drop now. Wonderful drop. If a body can be called a drop, it's wonderful. I am alive. I am walking. I have friends here. And if I am a drop, it's definitely shining with the sun. A beautiful rainbow colors on that drop. What is he telling me? That to make a very arduous, great big journey and go back and merge in the ocean where I lose everything I have. Ocean doesn't care if one more drop comes into it. Such a lose game, counter losing game is called Santmat, is called path of the master. Did not appeal to me at all. I said, I am not going to follow this path. I'll find something more useful, something that enhances my value here, enhances my value wherever we can go. I should become a good person. I should be able to serve people here. I should be able to make friends here, experience love here. What am I trying to do? To destroy myself by going into an ocean. No more. Ocean is not happy. One more drop came. Okay, two more drops came. What does it matter to the ocean? This description of the spiritual path was totally wrong. Since then, I've met many friends who still think the same thing, like the Satsangi told me. That we are drops of ocean, we are missing our ocean, we go merge and finish. Game is over. What you have is lost. What do you gain? We don't know. Ocean might have gained one drop. What did we gain? Ocean is sitting there waiting for us. One more drop, please come and get into me. It makes no sense at all. I found this whole concept was totally fallacious. How did I find it fallacious? By following the teachings of the great master Baba Sawan Singh. He explained that we are drops of ocean that never left the ocean. We are already in the ocean. We have never left our state. What did we leave? We left the awareness that we are the ocean. In order to become part of the ocean, a drop, we changed awareness, not journey anywhere. We never went out anywhere. There is no journey involved at all in Santmat. The path of the masters is not a master's way of saying, have a journey there. It means get your awareness back who you are. Find out who you are. The whole discovery, stage by stage, which is supposed to be represented as a journey, was really no more than waking up. When I go to sleep, I have a dream that I am 100 miles away, I am 1,000 miles away, and somebody says, if you want to wake up, some friend of mine in the dream says, want to wake up, you have to wake up where you are sleeping. When I wake up, I found I went nowhere. The dream did not make that I had a journey anywhere. I only created an experience which had space and time. And I was somewhere else. When I woke up, I had never gone anywhere. It's the same state here. We are in a state of dream within dream, within dream, within dream. We have to wake up 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. We were always at home. All the dreams of all our experiences, including what we are having now, is all within our own home, which we never left. We left the awareness of our home. That is why the spiritual path is a path of waking up our awareness of who we are. The discovery we have to make is not how many stages there are. The discovery is who we are. That is why Socrates emphasized, know thyself. He didn't say, know your true home, know some heaven. He said, know thyself, find out yourself. Every saint has emphasized, discover who you are. Discover your reality. What is your reality? Totality. Having an experience of being the many. One becoming the many becoming part of a universe created outside. How did it happen? What we call stages are stages of awareness. Let me explain. When we say there is a Sachkhand, it means their consciousness, our awareness is total. That means we know everything that can happen and we are awake even if we are sleeping and dreaming. That state does not exist anywhere else. Neither here, nor astral, nor causal, nor spiritual. That state is our state where we are aware of everything, including this. Sometimes people say we are going to Sachkhand, we'll leave this behind. No, we will take this with us. But we won't know it. Because in the intermediate stages, we'll think we are losing one, waking up to another, losing the wakeful state, super waking another. When we reach the top, all these were all the same place, and we know all of them at the same time. Therefore, the awakening, our return to our true home, does not mean leaving anything behind, taking everything with us. A very big difference. Perfect living masters who come like ordinary human beings and sit with us here. We say, enlightened people, maybe they have seen something in their meditation, maybe they have got seen more things, they can tell us what it is. Not at all. That's not the definition of a perfect living master. A perfect living master sitting as an ordinary human being is an ordinary human being and totality at the same time. And not only is the totality, is aware of the totality, aware of everything. All stages of wakefulness and sleep are known at one time in our true home. Imagine the beauty of that true home. Imagine that nothing is missing there, not even what we are experiencing here. We are able to generate the entire experience in our true home by the creation of these universes. What a beautiful way to create a totality itself. That is why when we wake up to that highest level of wakefulness, we discover we never left that place at all. Everything was created there. Why was it done? Why were souls made? Because totality cannot experience what it is by itself. I'll give you an example. One example. They say God is love. I heard this again and again. God is love. If God is love, God is not a lover. God is not a beloved. God is love. Love is not an experience, love is an essence. Love is a nature. A nature, an essence of something becomes an experience if one becomes many. If the one becomes many, we create from love a lover and a beloved. The many is to generate an experience of what we are. That's how the division took place in the first place. The creation of souls within such kind, the many in the one, was to generate experience in a timeless state, which we can't understand here. We can only understand things in time and space, which we created later. In order to expand that experience, we introduced a novel method of creating something that can generate an experience over time. How do we describe it? There's no way of describing it. So in the literature, we say from such khand, which had several virtues, several essences, we generated a place where we could call it Par Brahm, beyond Brahm, beyond the creation of the mind and these universes. And we placed in it something called timelessness, generating the essence of time, but not experience of time. Just like we had the essence of consciousness, not the experience of consciousness. We generated timelessness in a state we call Par Brahm. Then we created the Brahm and the nature of the different causal astrophysical regions. To generate an experience over time and space was done at the level of the causal plane. Look at the experiences, how we are expanding them out in what looks like a very vast universe. The vastness of universe has been expanded. Then we want to focus on small areas of it in a physical plane, in a small planet, physical, billions of years old universe, all created at once. In 1 second, billions of time created, billions of spaces created. All that happened, and we can be sitting on one small planet to specialize in what? The experience of totality, experience of love, experience of duality, experience of opposites. We generated the whole set below Par Brahm, the experience of duality. All experiences here are in pairs of opposites. When we wake up to our own true home, go back there, we discover that we now find that what we had, the bliss we had, is far greater. Because we never knew there could be an opposite. We generated for a while an opposite, a world of duality, and made this an opposite of the world of non-duality. A world that was permanently non-dual. With a simple experiment in consciousness became a world with a polarity. It's the greatest possible craftsmanship that you can think of. It's so beautifully done. If we understand that this is a wakefulness, these masters come to wake us up. These masters come to take us to the state of awareness by waking us up. I often give the example, if a person is sleeping having his own dream. He is living in the dream world. A person, a friend of his who is awake. That's the relationship we have with the master. He's awake at all levels. And we are sleeping at one level. We have to wake up to many levels by the same master who, when we wake up, find him another dream level. He keeps on waking us up till the end. That's a perfect living master. When we are dreaming, supposing we are dreaming that we are carrying our horses to the stable and holding our horses, that's the dream state. And the person who is sitting us to us, our friend who is awake, knows there are no horses, is a dream. And he tries to wake us up, not just get up, get up. And we say, but who will take our horses? Who will take care of the horses? We are still in the dream state. He says, I will take care of your horses. And we hear that voice. We hear the voice of the awakened person in the dream. I will take care of your horses. His speech, because we are almost half awake with the nudging, we can hear his voice and we think he is there and we are going to hand over the horses to him. But because of the nudge, we wake up. When we wake up, do we ask the friend, where are the horses? No, we find his statement, I will take care of your horses, is merely to wake us up, not to take care of the horses. Same thing is happening. Perfect living masters appear in our wakeful state, become a human being with us, like a friend here. Where they are pulling us up, we cannot see. We are sleeping. They wake us up with a nudge. They wake us up by saying, we'll take care of this, we'll take care of your worldly things, we'll take care of your spiritual thing, and make us wake up. And we forget that this was merely a dream at a wakeful state. We've woken up to the next level. True astral level is true wakefulness. But we can have some experiences of semi-wakefulness, which we call an overlap of the astral and the physical. That's a big subject. Sometime when I get a time, I'll explain to you how these overlaps work. But for now, I have explained to you the very basis on which we have come here. Do not think we are going to lose our identity by going to Sachkhand. We will gain everything that exists. Everything that's been created is right there. Thank you very much for listening patiently to me. I'll start the interviews with newcomers who have come to see.